Scientists believe that climate change in Alaska is directly linked to rapid temperature changes in the Arctic. The Arctic is defined as the area north of the Arctic Circle, which includes northern parts of Alaska. Temperature and climate changes are happening more rapidly in these areas than they are globally. Northern Alaska and the Arctic are so vulnerable to climate change because so much of this area is covered in ice and snow. If temperatures in these areas were to rise above the freezing point, it could potentially transform the entire region. Because much of the Arctic is covered in ice and snow, it is especially sensitive to some of the effects of climate change. When surface temperatures rise, it causes the snow and ice to melt. These effects are much more obvious in these regions than other regions. For example, a climate change of 1 degree Celsius would be less obvious in a temperate climate because there is usually not a sheet of ice covering the surface. If the same happened in the Arctic, the ice would melt if the temperatures increased above the freezing point. Although much of the ice sheets in the Arctic will likely melt in the next century, we can minimize this by reducing carbon emissions.